All right, my movie pick of the week was not even close for me to decide what I was going to review this week. And actually, somebody said, well, do you just get one in, Dave, or do you get several in? And the answer to your question is I get usually two movies. I pick two movies. I'm allowed to get like two movies in that I can look at and preview, whatever, and then I usually kind of decide the best of the two. Not all the time do I do that. It really just depends. I mean, some weeks there's movies that are coming out that I pretty much know what I want to look at and review. And I normally, I have a pretty good instinct into, especially from people that I know in LA and that scene, I kind of have a good feel of what's going to be a really good movie and what's not. But sometimes I get in a couple of movies, but this one was a no-brainer for me. Okay, and I'm talking about the new comedy that's coming out on the 30th of July with Steve Carell and Paul Rudd called Dinner for Schmucks. It's by Jay Roach, who is the director of Meet the Parents, which was just a phenomenal success. And, I saw the previews on Dinner for Schmucks maybe, God, I don't know, a couple of months ago or even maybe longer than that when they first did the first sneak. And I thought, wow, what a wonderful concept. And the reason why is those of you people out there and me that, had high school experiences and whatever. I mean, we all had those guys in high school, and gals, that were, not, kind of geekish and kind of standoffish and whatever. And, we didn't call them, schmucks, but we called them, goofballs or whatever great names we came up with them. And of course, back in the 60s, we have a lot of names. But, we all kind of went through that stage. And I mean, some of us, I'm sure, were even, considered as a geek by other folks also. So, I mean, it's kind of what goes around, comes around kind of scenario. But when I saw this movie, I thought, what a perfect movie. And the concept of the movie is you got Steve Carell, who has his boss, and they have this monthly dinner to where everybody brings a schmuck, basically, and whoever has the best schmuck, gets some kind of, reward for it, okay? And Steve Carell, really doesn't want to do it at first, and then he kind of gets talked into it and, kind of feels it, and then, of course, Paul Rudd, not Steve Carell, Paul Rudd, and then he sees Steve Carell, and Steve Carell obviously plays the schmuck, and I mean, from that point on, his life is never going to be the same. And the supporting cast on this thing was really funny. I mean, they always say, boy, I would love to be one of those people that cast, a casting agent or whatever. Because they really, have a wonderful job. They get to sit there and, try out all these people or whatever and cast all these movies. But I want to tell you, that's got to be one hell of a hard job, because how do you come up with a group of people that work so well together? This enclave of characters and actors and actresses, I mean, just it's almost like they fit like a perfect glove, and I just laughed my ass off. We had such a good time. I had a couple of friends over, and we just laughed our ass off this thing. Is it a, you can't catch your breath kind of movie? No, it is not, I mean, there's some goofy parts in it, and there's some slow parts in it, like every movie. But, I mean, the laughs far outweigh anything that's negative about this movie for me. I definitely give it a 3 rabbit up. I don't even bring anything to you unless it's a 3 rabbit up, because a 2 rabbit up is wait for a DVD. If I'm going to do that, hell, I might as well do a DVD review. And of course, I've never gone on the air, wasted your time and my time with a 1 rabbit up. But if you go to my homepage at daverabbit.podomatic.com, you can kind of see my scale. And the 1 rabbit up movie for me would be, they play this movie in hell. And the only one that rings a bell for me is a movie, and I can't even remember the stupid name of Amazing Grace and Chuck. You can Google that. The movie was called Amazing Grace and Chuck. It came out like in the 80s, I think. And the local movie critic just raved about it. My dad loved this movie critic. He said, "Oh, let's go see this movie," and whatever. And so we all get in the car and go see this movie. And my God, it is the worst movie in the world. I mean, to me, it's even worse than Plan 9 from Outer Space, if that's possible. So anyway, Dinner for Schmucks, Three Rabbits Up, absolutely great movie. If you don't know anything about it, here it is.
All right, how do I look? Ready?
A little sweaty.
Post it?
He's eating paper! No!
There's a better place, one floor up. Today's the day. I'm gonna get the promotion.
Does that mean this is my new office?
Not yet. I host a dinner once a month.
We can do Saturday.
It's not really a girlfriend type thing.
You invite idiots to dinner and make fun of them?
Okay, that is messed up.
I know.
So you told them you're not going?
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
Why can't you just suck it up, make fun of some idiots?
Sometimes you have to do the right thing. Are you okay?
Yeah! I saw this little guy in the street and I was trying to save him from masterpieces.
Amazing.
In the words of John Lennon, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not.
The only one.
The only what?
That's the lyric. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
I don't think so, Tim.
Are you doing that dinner?
I'm sorry. I'll tell him dinner's off. Oh, my God.
Let it go!
I feel like I'm in The Shining. Oh, my God, my back, my back, my back.
This is your back? You are tight.
I got in a fight with my girlfriend. I'd appreciate it if you just left.
Who's gonna help you with Julie? Be careful around this guy. He can tell what you're thinking.
I've studied the human mind. I've learned how to read it and ultimately control it.
Oh! I can't move!
Oh, buried move. Just move.
I can't!
Yeah, you can.
I can't!
I release you.
Oh!
All right, dinner's about to start.
There's been a complication.
You invited him to that dinner to impress your boss.
He's a sweet guy. He's a tornado of destruction.
Are you sure you want to do this?
That's what friends do.
Tim, I'd like to introduce my friend Louis and his wife Diane.
Your wife?
For now.
Oh.
Dinner is served.
Mind control. I am very, very powerful.
Best dinner ever.
Sometimes I think you think I'm an idiot.
Just stay in the chair.
Tim!
All right, there you go. Dinner for Schmucks coming out on the 30th of July. You're really going to love this movie. Three Rabbits Up, Steve Carell and Paul Rudd, and, of course, directed by Jay Roach. And it's just a funny, funny movie, and you're going to have just a great, great time.